Dear friends, welcome to our webinar today. My name is Mi, Global Head of SIG Software. Today, our theme is driving transformation, agile innovation, AI, and risk control in project management. This webinar is a joint one by SIG Software and SIG Innovation and Change. We invited 3 panelists to share their views and experiences based on their practices and research. If you find this webinar helpful, please join us by signing up from the official website of sig.ipma.world. We will constantly share trends and practical cases through webinars and newsletters. Let us invite our first speaker, Ina. Ina will talk about agile transformation from her over 2 decades experience in the fast-moving consumer goods industry. If you have any questions, you can write down in the Zoom chat or raise your hand after the speaker finishes the presentation. Now I will pass it to Ina. Ina, please.
Hello, everybody. Let me share my screen. Okay. Good. Okay. So please let me know when you see it. I guess I can minimize. Okay, today, as me announced it, we'll talk about the impact of innovation on agile organization and its transformation. And what is, oops, okay. I don't, okay. Sorry, I had my few technical issues. So let's go back to the world and the world of innovation. What we can say that going back in 20th century, in 1990s, started the era of big change. It started with rapid social, political, and technological change. So the impact of the change was globalization, again, some bad impacts because of huge revolution of technology and industrialization, the climate change, exponential technological growth, social media, internet, and now actually the AI. What we can say and what was the terminology for this period that we are living it today, it's called VUCA world. I know that many of you have heard for this term, but just to remind ourselves, so we are living in volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous world. Going even backwards in the history, human race so far experienced 2 great waves of the change. First one, agricultural revolution in our ancient history, and then recently, I would say 19th century, the industrial revolution. And we can say for the nowadays that we are living in the 3rd wave, this 3rd revolution. It is the age of digital, and it's really combined with the story of innovation and change. And what is innovation? If you look at innovation from a business perspective and from the human perspective, it more and more becomes a key to competitive advantage in these highly complex and turbulent times and environments. It becomes also a major driving force for economic growth, not only for organization, even for the countries, for the markets, for the unions. It is the ability to innovate and has direct consequences for the ability to compete with others on the level of individual, firm, organization, regional, and even national level. So innovation is like really something that we have look upon. But how we define it? What we can say about innovation that it can be really seen in, and the definition is given in different meanings in different contexts. There is no like overall definition on it, or even a theory about innovation per se. But what is essential about the innovation, it is a change. It is its main characteristic. And the latest Organization of Economics and Development Department's definition that is adopted, that innovation is a new or improved product or process that differs significantly from the unit's previous products or the processes that have been made available to potential users or brought into use by the units. But as I said previously, there is no general definition, so let's stick to this one. And when talking about innovation, there are also some prerequisites how we go with innovation. So first of all, looking from a perspective of a business or organization, mainly we have to have market orientation within the organization that will help us to deliver the superior value to its customer continuously. And what we need to have here as organization, we need to have some market research, we have to listen carefully to our consumers, and we need to have this feedback channel opened. Also, learning orientation. The development of new knowledge or insights, either consumer insights, business insight, that would have potential influence and behavior to its values and beliefs within the culture of the organization. So it is really about learning, listening, not only about consumers, also without partners, and also I would say a lot of new tools and skills and to develop our employees. And again, what would around the story about prerequisites of innovation, we need to have entrepreneurial orientation. So looking on all these processes, practices, decision-making activities, if we see that the business needs to have renewal or revival, we need to move from the stagnant mode, and we require to have transformation. And this is the, I would say, the big word after innovation. We need to talk about the transformation. Usually, of course, barriers to innovation transformations, we have external ones. So when looking on the size of organization or even the market, it is the lack of infrastructure. We always, for a change, there is always some good excuses why not to do it. Then deficiencies in education if you're not a learning organization. We need to have training systems, inappropriate legislation, and again, an overall neglect and misuse of talents in society. I believe that most of you have seen it either in your organizations or in your countries. Then we have internal barriers, rigid organizational arrangements and procedures. This very rigid hierarchy and formal communication structures. Usually, you have a small management team and they are doing all decisions. Conservatism, conformity, lack of vision, resistance to change. Resistance to change, you can see it, I believe, in most of the levels in organization, and people are very reluctant to change at the end, which again, it's part of this lack of motivation and risk-avoiding attitude. When I say risk-avoiding, actually, this is something what is contradictory to the innovation, because if we want to be risk-avoiding, we really need to move to innovation, because impact of innovation on a business is huge, and it is related actually to two things on a business level. First of all, it is firm's capacity to engage in innovation. So if you really want to be innovative, you need to engage, and this becomes really like key success factor of each company, engagement to innovation. And then its capacity to innovate is one of among important factors that has impact on our business performance. So I would say nowadays, if you don't innovate, it's very hard for you that they will be successful and innovative on the market. And going back to the risks. So innovation and the risk, you know that we have looking at this nice Gauss curve. On this Gauss curve, we are talking about the profiles of usual customers. First, customers, we have these enthusiasts. These percentages are for the European markets, but they are not quite different in other markets. They're, I think, around the same numbers. So enthusiasts, they're around 2.5% of the people, and they have to be the first to try. We used to call them even innovators. I want to show you this helpful tool I found. Those would be visionaries. And then we have pragmatics, conservatives, and skeptics. Those last ones in the past we also used to call the laggers. But if you see them and if you want to really do put your innovation where it should be in this first group. And this is how you minimize the risk, because you only target those first one, and then the rest will follow, listening to the word of mouth and the good experience of the first two target audiences. And what is very important, that when you really innovate and when you target those two ones, that you don't miss the chance. And how you will not miss the chance? When you adjust your speed of innovation to MVP or minimal viable product. So first of all, you have to ask your consumers, is your product or innovation desirable? Then you have to ask your company, is it feasible? Is it, can we build it? Can we make it? Can we develop it? And of course, viability, can we make money from it? This profitability is also very important for innovation, because all of this has to have ROI to be profitable. And therefore, we need this sweet spot with this crossing of desirability, feasibility, and viability becomes our MVP or minimal viable product. And this is where innovation really targets the heart of our consumers and also the pockets of our CFOs. And what might be the answer? How can we achieve it nowadays in the world of business that is facing deep and fast changes that are generated by technological innovation, global competition, and constant change and complexity? Enterprises are very concerned with uncertainty and unpredictability in this environment, and it puts a big pressure on us and organizational ability to capture and react to any change. And what can we do? So we all believed in this case that prompt reaction and adoption capability of every company and each individual is associated with the concept of agility. And here we come to the big story about agility. So what is being agile? There are a lot of definitions. This is one of my favorites. It is ability of an enterprise to respond quickly and successfully to change and to address a wide range of customer demands. So that would be one of the, I would say, general definitions of what being agile means. Again, a quick history reminder how Agile started. You know that it originated from software development and manufacturing organization. And I believe software was the first one when it started with Agile project teams, working in sprints, companies actually that were startups building garages. And this is how all these Agile concepts started. But again, manufacturing, I believe that Toyota was one of the first companies that started with agile principles in manufacturing. And it started to grow, it started to develop, and it started to become contagious for the rest of the industries. So the first industry after those ones that started were hardware development. So, okay, software, hardware, not very far, and supply chain management, just-in-time systems, and so on. But nowadays, looking at all our, say, industries, we have examples of agile implementation in every aspect of our business, in mining, in auto industries, utilities, and especially FMCG. Because in FMCG, the speed of innovation is really growing exponentially. What would be the hallmarks of agile organization? We will also tackle that later, but mainly it is flat hierarchies, interdisciplinary teams, focus of rapid change, iteration, direct communication, and problem solving. And now what would like you to see, it's comparison between agile and traditional organization. So agile, I would say first, they have a network of teams operating in rapid learning and decision-making cycles. So they really learn and decide. And they decide upon their learnings. Also, they have a common purpose and user data to give decision rights to the teams closest to the information, so this empowerment. And they ideally combine velocity and adaptability with stability and efficiency. On the other side, traditional companies are built around the static, siloed, and structural hierarchies. They have placing their governance bodies to the apex and decision rights flow down the hierarchy, usually, of course, from top to bottom. And then what would be also main characteristics? They are usually rigid and hard to adjust to new market changes and developments. At the end of this slide, not presentation, I would like to say that organizational agility should be a cornerstone of the competitiveness and its business paradigm of the 21st century as a dominant vehicle for competition. And agility is also becoming sort of, I would say, paradigm per se of 21st century. So when transforming to agile, really born agile organizations are relatively common in technology sector, with rare examples in other industries. Maybe in time in the future it will be different, but so far it was really born in, as I said, in software, technology, and so on. And the other ones, majority, must undergo a transformation to embrace enterprise agility. A comprehensive transformation touches every facet of organization, including people, processes, structure, strategy, and technology. And this is how we need to do it. If you don't do it really with this comprehensive transformation that touches every aspect, it will not be done in a good manner. Also, looking at the agile as definition, agile is not a framework. Agile is mainly a mindset. And one of the characteristics of this mindset is it is iterative and incremental. It is extremely consumer-centric. It always listens to consumer. It is, I would say, both-way communication. It is collaborative in the teams, with partners, with the consumers. It is flexible. It's easy to adjust. It's empowering because it gives people that are working in agile decision according to the data. So the teams really decide according to what they do. And according to this data and iteration, it is able for continuous improvement. So this would be, I would say, the 6 main characteristics of agile mindset. And looking at the few examples of the company from Fortune 500, I would call it Agile Club, because Fortune 500 list is really changing from year to year. And you can see that each year, the ones who are on the top are those companies that have embraced the agile mindset. So Amazon, it has this rapid innovation cycle and automatization of the processes. Microsoft, iterative development and strong adoption of agile principles. Google, they have these agile principles through canary releases and pyramidal testing. So they're all the time testing their programs and software. Apple, iterative design and development processes, incorporation of customer feedback, always iterating and creating new values. Wayfair, software development and testing processes. And Tesla, one of the, I would say, pioneers of agile in auto industry and also in energy combined with flexible manufacturing. There are also much more companies that should be on the list, like, I know, Siemens for medical technology. You have also F&G, Coca-Cola, Philip Morris, the company I was working with. And I believe that each company, the big one that want to remain on this Fortune 500 list, have embraced or will embrace some kind of agile mindset in the future, if not. So let's slowly wrap up this presentation and come to the conclusions. So the change is inevitable. We live in the world where innovation becomes a currency, and we must respect this. If we want to remain competitive, we need to transform our business model. So transformation is the way to go. The importance of investing in company culture and change of the journey to agility really cannot be overstated. It is a must. Agile, above all, it's mindset. Without the right mindset, all other parts of agile operation system can be in place, and yet companies will see few benefits. So they will actually not be even aware of what has happened if there is no right mindset. And when leaders and the teams have a strong agile mindset, then a clear aspiration alone is often enough for a successful agile operating model to emerge and transformation to be successful. And that will be all from my side regarding the impact of innovation on transformation to agile. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ina. Thank you very much. And if you guys have any questions, you can type that in the Q&A, and or you can raise your hand now to ask Ina. Otherwise, we can go to the second speaker, and maybe you have questions later.
Okay.
Can you see the question in Q&A?
Yes.
Oh, I can see it, but I cannot read it.
Yeah.
This one is a test one. It's Chinese.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you once again, and I'm open for any questions later.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks again, Ina. Now, let's go to our second speaker. It will be Jun. Jun has extensive leadership experience in multiple Fortune 500 companies, mostly in the ICT industry. Nowadays, his research interest is AI and digital transformation. Let us listen to Jun now. Please. Your speaker is off. Your mic is off. Jun. Mr. Shen, can you
hear me?
turn? Okay, now it's okay.
Okay, good. Thank you, Mr. Zhou. Okay, good morning, good afternoon, and the evening to all our global participants. My speech topic today is smart project management, the future incorporating AI. Before my speech, I will have a short self-introduction. I'm Jun Chen, General Manager of Hangzhou Xizihu Technology. I have many years of leadership experience as a PMO and R&D directors in Fortune 500 companies. My expertise spans digital transformation and AI applications, leading successful international projects, and driving software innovation. This is my WeChat official account. Yeah, in Mandarin is 陈俊说数字化. Chen Jun talks about the digitalization. Yeah, feel free to follow my WeChat official account where I regularly share insights and articles on digital transformation and AI applications, particularly focus on AI's role in project management. Simply scan the QR code to stay updated. The key topics in my speech today will cover AI from origins to today's innovations, navigating opportunities and challenges of AI, involving project management from traditional methodologies to intelligent solutions, followed by harnessing AI for smarter project management. Okay, what is AI? What do we view its impact? Artificial intelligence refers to the capability of machines to mimic human cognitive functions such as learning, reasoning, and decision-making. Defined by Merriam-Webster as the ability of a machine to imitate intelligent human behavior, AI leverages algorithms and computational models to perform tasks like speech recognition, visual interpretation, and conversational interaction. AI's impact is transformative, yet polarizing. On one hand, AI brings a lot of innovative benefits. AI drives advertisements across industries. It revolutionized healthcare with precise diagnostics, enhanced customer service with, for example, chatbots, and optimized logistics and supply chains. Initiatives like the very famous Tesla Cybercab, a robotaxi with no pedals or steering, demonstrate AI's potential to reshape the transportation and create new revenue streams. On the other hand, AI also brings a lot of challenges, like the ethical challenges, concerns about job displacement, biased decision-making, and privacy, which highlight the needs for responsible AI development. Focus on fairness, transparency, and accountability. So you can see there's a pros and the cons, right? We have the Tesla's Cybercab. It may relieve us from driving. But on the other hand, maybe millions of taxi drivers or cab drivers may lose their jobs. So ultimately, AI symbolizes both human ingenuity and a challenge to responsibly integrate its vast potential into society. Okay, let's quickly take a look at the evolution of AI. 10 groundbreaking milestones. The history of artificial intelligence can be traced back decades. From the proposal of the Turing test to the release of the ChatGPT, a series of milestones have shaped modern concept of artificial intelligence. Number one, the Turing test in 1950s. Alan Turing introduced the Turing test to evaluate machine intelligence, laying the foundation for AI research and setting its direction for decades. Dartmouth Conference in 1956, this pivotal event at Dartmouth College marked the formal birth of AI as a field, bringing together experts to decide or define the scope and ignite the future advancements. Number three, perceptron in 1957. Frank Rosblatt developed the perceptron, an early neural network model that inspired brain-like approaches to AI, driving innovation in machine learning. AI boom in 1960s. Despite the golden age of AI, these decades saw rapid growth in AI theories, projects, and fundings, establishing its potential and advancing the field significantly. Okay, the next big phase actually is AI winter and the key milestone in AI progress. AI winter in 1980s. It brings the challenge that unmet expectations lead to the reduced interest, funding, and the research activities in AI, so-called is AI winter. But the expert system also start to growing up from 1980s. Its development, which is focused on shift to practical AI applications like expert systems in, for example, in medicine and finance, automating decision making, and demonstrating AI value. In 1990s, there's a big advance in NLP and computer vision. The progress improved computational power and algorithms which enable breakthrough in language understanding and image recognition, showcasing AI's transformative potential. So despite the setback during the AI winter, you can see advancement like expert system and breakthroughs in NLP and computer visions paved the way for AI resurgence. Okay, the next phase of key milestones including big data, deep learning, and generative AI. So the big data era, which happened in early 21st century, is impact which is enable AI to analyze massive database, powering applications like autonomous vehicles, personalized medicine, and recommendation systems. Big data remains foundational for AI advertisement. Deep learning breakthrough in 2010s. So machines began learning complex patterns independently, boosting AI accuracy in, for example, speech recognition, image analysis, and robotics, driving adoption across industry. Generative AI emerged in 2020, very famous, right? Which is a big leap forward. Generative AI models like ChatGPT, the latest version, probably 4.0, have redefined the creativity, which enabling tailored content generations, enhance customer experience, and reshaping the industry. So from the harnessing big data to advancing deep learning and generative AI, these milestones mark transformative shifts that fueled AI's evolution and expanded societal impact. Okay, is thousands of applications of artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is revolutionized industries by automating tasks, optimizing decisions, and enable predictive insights from software development to financial forecasting and supply chain management. AI is driving efficiency and fostering innovation. For example, the key applications in software development are like the code generation. Tools like OpenAI's Codex and GitHub Copilot assist with code snippets, bug fixes, and performance optimization, streamlining repetitive tasks. It can also do the automatic testing. AI systems autonomously create and execute tests, accelerating development timelines. Okay, let's move to the next part. The technology and technical products actually moves very, very fast than we expected. So how quickly do tech products reach their first 1 million user? For Netflix, 49 months. Airbnb, 30 months. Facebook, 10 months. Instagram, 2.5 months. ChatGPT, less than 1 week. So in China, we have a WeChat, we have Alipay, which reached 1 billion users just within a few years. The time frame it takes for a product to reach 1 million users has dramatically shortened thanks to the evolving digital ecosystems and the user behaviors. From Netflix, 49 months, to ChatGPT, unprecedented 7 days. The rapid pace of adoption reflects both technological advancement and the growing appetite for the digital tool and AI. Regarding the career opportunities in AI and GPT, by 2030, AI is expected to add 13 trillion globally based on McKinsey forecasting, boosting productivity, creating jobs, and driving innovation in customer services, product development, and marketing. If we take the key areas and the impact to the career opportunities, for example, first, enhancing the customer experience. It will have a faster, personalized, more personalized services through AI tools like the chatbots. So the new career opportunities will bring, for example, AI product manager, experienced designers, chatbot developers. Of course, the skills must also be enhanced, right? Like NLP, data analysis, UX design, etc. So it also unlocking revenue streams. The opportunity it brought, including personalized marketing and predictive analytics. the nucleus like AI strategy list, data scientist, innovation consultant, right? With the skill of AI algorithms, business strategy, and data insight. So AI will also significantly reduce the cost. Okay, in terms of the efficiency, task automation in supply chain and administration. So we also have a new career opportunity like the automation engineer, operations manager, system analyst with the skills, new skills and expertise in robotics, process automation, as well as AI software. So you can see AI drives economic transformation through innovation, efficiency, and new career pathways. Okay. AI brings a lot of benefit, but also the challenges and the risks exist. For example, we have the challenges and the risks in many areas like the code of ethics, philosophy, culture, to economics, right? So if you take a look at take the culture challenge, for example, the impact will be varying acceptance of AI across cultures. For instance, someone view it as a job threat, others view it efficiency, right? So in terms of a risk, potential for cultural divide if certain communities are excluded or if AI systems ignore cultural nonsense. So the possible solution for this could be develop a cultural inclusive AI by incorporating diverse values, languages, and norms to ensure equitable benefits. So in summary, AI's cultural impact underscore the need for thoughtful policies that bridge, divides, and promote inclusivity, ensuring balanced global integration. Okay, let's move to part 3, involving project management from traditional method to intelligent solution. Okay, take a look at the evolution of project management quickly. Okay, we simply divided the evolution into 4 phases, right? The phase 1 is a pre-1956, we call the foundation, which is early project management. There were many famous historical projects like the Great Pyramids and the Great Wall in China, which demonstrate early project planning. We also have a very significant milestones like the Gantt chart, right? In 1910s, introduced task scheduling. Project management, this term was formalized in 1954. In the second phase, which is between 1957 and 1979, we call this one is modern project management begins. It's actually a structured discipline. We have many famous tools like critical path method and PERT, right? Improve planning. And we have famous institutions like our IPMA was founded in 1965, and also PMI in 1969, which standardized project management practices. So in terms of a framework, the waterfall model guided software development, right? From 1970, the early project management software also emerged in 1977. For phase 3, between 1980 and 1994, is actually a digital transformation is introduced. We have tech advance, early software, digitized our workflow. We also introduced quite a lot of new methodologies like the Scrum in 1986, Six Sigma, and the Lean, which improve collaboration and efficiency. In phase 4, the agile and the connected era comes. So we have a global standard, for example, PMBOK in 1998, which unified the practices. We have Agile Evolution, Agile Manifesto in 2001 emphasizes the adaptability to change. We also have many digital tools, SaaS platform, and the integration like the DevOps, which streamline development and operation. Of course, we have a virtual collaboration via cloud technologies, which revolutionize the teamwork. So what will be the next? If I take the future outlook, AI, artificial intelligence, will reshape project management by automating tasks, predicting risks, and improving decision-making, enabling more efficient and data-driven project workflows. Why AI excels at project management? Okay, let's take a look at the following 3 perspectives. Efficiency and speed. AI brings automation. AI can handle reports, scheduling, and follow-ups, saving times, and allowing managers to focus on strategic tasks. Regarding the accurate reporting, it processes the real-time data for precise update, ensuring alignment and reducing errors. It can also provide proactive risk management. In early risk detection, AI analyzes historical data to predict the risks like delays or budget overruns, enabling preventive actions. Right? There is a Chinese saying, prevention is better than cure, right? And it also takes the predictive insights, forecast potential resource shortage, allowing managers to adapt plan proactively. Last but not least, the AI is also very, very good at data-driven decisions. So from actionable insight, AI identifies trends for well-formed decision-making. And it is also good at priority setting, evaluates constraints, and recommends resource allocation to align with strategic goals. So in summary, AI transforms project management by automating tasks, forecasting risks, and enabling data-informed decisions, boosting efficiency, and ensuring project success. Good. So you can see the project management involved from traditional model to lean to agile and now to AI and the digital model. If you take a look at the traditional project management, it is nearer, right? Sequential workflows with fixed goals and timelines, often using the waterfall methodologies, where each phase complete before the next starts. For the lean project management, it focuses on efficiency, minimize the waste, and streamlining processes to maximize value by eliminating bottlenecks. For agile project management, it builds on lean principles, using flexible iterative cycles we call sprints, right? And the feedback loops to adapt to challenges and delivers incremental value. For AI and digital project management, it combines Agile's adaptability with AI-driven insight. Automating tasks and use the real-time data for better speed, resource allocation, and better decision making. So, in a nutshell, project management has evolved from rigid traditional methodologies to flexible agile approaches, and with AI-driven intelligence enhancing efficiency, value, and adaptability across industries. Okay.
Sorry to interrupt. I'll give you 3 more minutes to finish. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. So the last part is harnessing AI for smart project management. Okay, so we'll transform the project management roles in the age of AI. We will redefine our project management roles in terms of the strategic focus and the leadership enhancement. We will boosting productivity and in terms of efficiency and real-time insight. Of course, we also need addressing integration challenges to fill the skill gap and get organization support. AI is transforming project management by automating tasks, enhancing decision-making, and redefine project managers' roles. Success depends on project managers evolving into technique-savvy, data-driven leaders. Okay, we also need to get familiar with AI and the digital tools. Yeah, for example, today we use the Zooms, right? Which is a visual meeting platform based on the visual meeting platforms, which is widely used in video conferencing platform, ideal for remote meeting, virtual presentations, and webinars, right? Okay, time flies very fast. We quickly go to the conclusion. AI complements, first, AI complements, not replace project managers. AI automates repetitive tasks but cannot replicate human decision-making, leadership, and emotional intelligence. Project managers' adaptability and insight remain irreplaceable. Second, AI literate managers will lead the future. Understanding and leveraging AI tools is now becoming very essential. Essential professionals are proficient in integrating AI into workflows and interpreting its insight will outpace those who are not. Number 3, intelligent project management. We should embrace, learn, and apply AI. Incorporating AI into daily tasks enhance productivity, risk management, and outcomes. Easily adoption equips managers to lead in the AI-driven era. So in summary, AI is transforming project management. Those who embrace its potential and adapt will define the next generation of project management leadership in the field. That's all. Any question?
Okay, thank you, Jun. Thank you very much. And if you have any questions, please write it down in the Q&A area, and we'll give all the answers at the end of this webinar. Thank you. Thanks again.
Thank you.
Okay, our last speaker will be Jiping. Jiping is the project manager of Huawei's famous operating system, Harmony OS. He's leading over 400 engineers from different countries in this advanced project. He will tell us how to effectively manage project risks. Jiping, please.
Okay. Thank you. I'm very happy to join this meeting, and then I will introduce myself first. And I work for our DC, my DC, country DC, almost 5 years. And in the 5 years, my projects, all the projects, at the top rank of the DC. Okay, and all the customer, the internal customer, satisfied. So how to say, my projects for our DC, no risk, and the customer can continue cooperate with our DC. So today I will share my experience how to management the projects very well. In my team, the whole team, over 300 team size. So that is a big team size, a big team size. Okay, let's start. And today I will introduce the risk management, and just 3 contents. One is why we need the risk management. This is first part, and the second is what related the risk management, and the last is how to do that. Okay, this you can see. What do you want to be? If you want to be like me, okay, you should do something. If you just want to only finish the task, maybe there are lots of risk. And then maybe, for example, give you 10 projects, maybe sometimes you can make the projects just 4 or 2 projects well, and the others maybe the customer will complain. So what do you want to be? This is one question you can think about. And okay, see this. Sometimes maybe outside will think in the company, for example, in Huawei, Huawei, there is the very how to say the experience from for the flow and some policy, all the team member need to follow it. But sometimes, see, just like this picture, sometimes somebody will break the rule. Okay, so that is why we need the risk management. That is why we need it. Usually, maybe when you management the complicated or the more big projects, maybe you will think one thing, because these projects are not related just your team, but also maybe related and dependence on another team. So sometimes the things the problem come from another team. So how to management it? So today I will show you. I will share my experience to you. Okay, next page. Okay, this page will show the curve when usually the risk at the beginning. At the beginning, actually that is not issue, not the problem. Okay, but when the time going, then if you do nothing, then we'll turn back. That is a back situation. Then maybe we'll let your customer the confidence roll down. That is very big problem. How to do that? And my side will do the excellent part. For example, I give this example: one team, the same team for the EBG team, another department. They also need to dependency the base component on another department, but the base the dependency base has been changed, but the project team still insisting on developing with the old one. That is a big problem. Okay, but my team, how to do that? My team, I will, if I feel something changed, because I will ask the team, check the situation. If something changed, I will confirm. I will align with another team. I will discussing with another team and align. I will take some action. So that is why I will not, this will turn to the action. This is one thing. Okay, next page. Next, okay. And if you see, if the risk you do not have do nothing, maybe the project will delay. Usually, if you find the projects keep your team or you are as the manager or the top manager, a senior manager, sometimes you find the projects delay, then you will think, why delay? 2 projects delay, 3 project delay. Why? That may be some reason, some problem in your management. Okay, for me, for example, why 5 year in my team, my big team, no problem. Why? How can do that? And the projects that delay, no delay. Okay, and the quality is very well, very good. Why? Why your team like this? The quality is back and the cost increase. We can find something. Okay, next. Yeah. So especially one things, especially if you just develop the software, okay, just for the internal the company internal use it, maybe it doesn't matter, maybe sometimes, but if related some things like personal or the national security software, maybe you need to care about that. That is very dangerous. For example, if your projects related auto drive system, maybe some days the error coming, and then maybe that is a big problem. You can think about like that. And if your projects are related the overseas, if the compliance is not identified in advantage, then maybe the result is very serious. So you can think like that. Next. Okay. So that is why and what. Okay, next. Next page. And you can see this picture, which one you think more safety. Maybe you can say that the left one is very dangerous, and the right side picture is more danger, right? More safety, right? Why? This just is same as the risk management. Sometimes this handle, you can see this. Maybe the persons that no need to use the handle, right? But why need here? If there is no handle, maybe sometimes the person will have danger, right? So that is why we need this. And what about this? Okay, and next page. Okay, and for no, go okay. And for the purpose of the risk management, for the projects, the software projects, we just have only one goal. The project need to be success. Okay, how to do that? Two things we need to do. One is complete the basic, the essential task. This is one thing. Another thing is satisfy the stakeholder. But usually, maybe some culture, some different country, not even in China, even the culture, maybe we know we need to make the customer satisfy the customer, satisfy the stakeholder. But sometimes we will ignore it. We just think if our team implement the function, that's it. That's will be fine. But at the end, you will find some scenario. It's not like that. Okay, because my team in the Istanbul, and most of the team in the Istanbul, and the customer in China, and some in India. Okay, so different cultures, but actually we need to focus on the stakeholder and the task. Okay, next. See the projects. We can focus on two things. One is the task, and another is the stakeholder. Okay, and next. See, for the stakeholder, actually, there are three kinds of the stakeholder. One is the business part. The business stakeholder, they will focus on the value. They will focus on the value. They will pick the money and initiate the projects, and will check if there is the value come from the projects. Maybe sometimes from about the money, sometimes about the strategy, sometimes about something. Okay, and another about the user. The user, what is the user? The user is the who want to use the software. Who want to use the software? That is the user, and they just focus on when they can use the deliverable, when. And the last is the supplier. Supplier means the developer team, and they just focus on, can we do that? Can we do that? Why we need to know the three kind of role? Because if you don't know that, you cannot management them. You cannot do that, because their opinions, their will is different. So when you talk some things to them, you need to stand their will and talk to them. Okay, next. Okay, the tips is we need to make the customer think we are in the same boat. Okay, we are in the same boat. This is very important, and then they will support you as much as you can. Very important, because actually the projects in my experience, I think so far all the team stakeholder, the leaders, they need to focus on the value. The value means not just stand by their will. Need to focus on the project's value. We need to deliver the value. That is very important. Okay, and next. So the basic things that we need to finish the scope, quality, time, cost. We need know how to do that, how to finish this thing. This is a basic task. We need to do that. But when you finish this, whether the stakeholder satisfied, the answer is not sure. Because, for example, one questions your team members ask the stakeholder maybe some things. For example, one guy asked the stakeholder today, ask the stakeholder, tomorrow another guy ask the stakeholder. The stakeholder will feel very trouble, very difficult communicate with your team. The communicate cost is very high. So that scenario, the future, they don't want to cooperate with your team. Even your team already do something. So that's how to say, because the time limited, so I just share some key in experience. Okay, next page.
Sorry to interrupt. Jiping, you have 10 minutes left.
Okay, yeah, okay, okay. And then the stakeholders, they how one things, another things, not only just finish the task, the basic task, but also we also need to help the stakeholders avoid risk. That is very important. How to do that? Okay, move next. Next. Okay, how? Okay. Yeah. If we want to management the risk, we need to do two things. One is the back end, another is the front end. For the front end, identify the risk. For the back end, we need to do some things. When we identify some risk, then we can do some things instant, very quickly. If we do nothing, when you find the risk, then maybe you cannot do something. Okay, next. See, this is the backend. The backend one, I will make the expert capability map. This is one thing. Another thing is about the team comeback capability, and then I also need to do the business and the technology reserve, and also I will build the government environment and mechanized. Okay, next. See, this is about the map. Usually including these things, the expert communication metrics and what capability to do the team members have, and we also need to do who is the experts leader. Why we need this information? Because if you have this information when you mix when you face some difficult task, then you can ask the expert leader support your team. If you just ask the expert, maybe they don't have the permission, maybe they are busy, so it's very hard to move this. Okay, next. See, this is an example. Okay, and next. Yeah, and this for improve the capability of the team and give the training. Usually I will give the training. For example, when they fixing some difficult things, I will show my team how I can resolve it. Maybe they resolve one problem, maybe take 1 week, but my side maybe just 1 hour. 1 hour. How can I do that? I will step by step and show to them and give the training. Okay, and next. Yeah, and another thing is that also we have the wiki, we have the knowledge repository. Okay, next. Yeah, the same things about the one technology, one and about the business, the knowledge. Okay, next. Yeah, and next, this related government environment, how to building the government environment. Next page. And a conclusion like this, the professional task should handled by the expert. Okay, so in my team, I do this thing. For example, the delivery team, for the management team cannot do this thing, cannot give maybe some suggestion to the delivery team, because that is the delivery team expert familiar, very familiar about that knowledge. So we no need to do this. Okay, next. Yeah, this also I use the formal and informal wings to build the environment approach. For example, send an email and kick off meeting, and then I will create the environment and tell us about our team and the structure like that. Okay, next. Okay, see, this the different color, the pink color. See, this we do one things about how to management the risk. We do something, for example, at the end we do the review and acceptance check like that. Each step our team will do the things that review it. So we'll make the risk management very well. Okay, next. Okay, for this thing, because the time I just tell one thing that this is very useful when I get the one projects, and then I will use this map and use these two and identify whether these projects have the risk or not, and also I will clear about the stakeholder and the task, which is the priority is more high level. I will use this thing. Okay, and next. How to observe the risk. Next. See, this the front line. Or I will do these things that I will check the person if the team member changed and the policy changed and dependence execution status and technology changed and the plan changed or not. I will check this. And yeah, next. Yeah, I will check this. You can see like that. Okay, next. How to avoid the risk. This is the last part. Next. See, I will do some things that are not make waiting that the risk happen. So, for example, this is one example. At the beginning, I will do the risk management and when and how to do that, and then I will avoid the risk. I want to tell you one thing. If you want to avoid the risk, you need to do the plan, how to do that, and estimate it and do some action, not just waiting it. Okay, next. Okay, next please. how to mitigate the risk. You must understand and think carefully about whether it is true, and do not directly discuss with your stakeholder some things that sometimes that we need to do this thing. And also I will do the list, identify the category of the risk like that, this item, because the time is limiting. I'm sorry. Okay, next. So also we want to do better. We need to do to find the proper persons and ask them for support your risk. For example, you need to find the leader who related the risk. Okay, that is very important. Sometimes we told some risk in the meeting, and then maybe just tell that, and maybe another leader will ask when you can resolve this risk. The problem is coming from you have not tell the risk related another department. That is very important. Okay, next. So here also I share some experience. The very important, the top one is the one team. That is very important, especially when you cooperate with the multiple team. You need to mention this part, one team. Okay, if the multiple team, that is the big problem. Other team will complete your team. So that's a skill. Okay, next. So for the future about the AI, because I use the AI, and our team also use the AI so far we can use for example, you can use the Apple laptop and install the open source AI model, and you can use it and put your experience material in your computer, and then the AI will give some suggestion to you. That is not difficult. Okay, thank you. And today I share this. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, GP. You keep the time. Now the time for questions and answers. Tina, the global head of SIG Innovation and Change, will be the facilitator. Tina, please.
Thank you all for 3 wonderful presentations. I think we learned a lot on Agile, on project management in general, risk management, and the importance of artificial intelligence. We have some questions in Q&A, and please, if anyone else would like to ask some questions, please just type it down. The first question is for our first moderator, Ina. Ina, please, if you can answer to our participant, Gloria, what is your view about project management in digital era in view of your position around organizational agility and competitiveness?
Okay, thank you, Tema, and thank you, Gloria, for the question. I believe that project management in digital era is must. So all big corporations need to adjust their ways of working to project-based organization in order to become more agile and competitive. Because when you work in smaller teams in project-based organization, you really are by default more agile, and actually you have this, I would say, beautiful marriage of corporation with its assets, the power and the agility of small team that we took from a startup. So I believe it is really a must going forward.
Perfect, thank you, Ina. And the next question is for all 3 of our speakers. So Ina, if you can continue, and then we can go as the same as your presentation went. So the question is from Christina. Does anyone here have experience in implementation of agile approach in public institutions, and was it successful?
Well, honestly, I have seen the question, and I believe in smaller public institution there is a case. But I don't have, I would say, the right data to be more accurate in the answer. But yes, this is possible. And again, as I said in my presentation, I believe that Agile becomes really a paradigm of 21st century and should be implemented in all institutions, organizations, and so on.
Thank you. Our two other moderators, maybe you can also answer. Do you have any experience in public institutions, and how is Agile approach? Is it working, or if not, do you have any experience or opinion on this? Maybe you are muted. I'm not sure, or if you are speaking.
Hi, this is CJ here. May I have the question again?
Yes. Does anyone have experience in implementation of Agile approach in public institutions? And what do you think? Is this successful?
Okay. Actually, well, I work for the industries a lot along the way, but anyway, I think the principle maybe almost the same. Okay, so we need to define, okay, which part, which process we want to implement Agile, right? Agile, we have many details, ways of implementation, like we have a Scrum team, right? We have a Lean, we have a Kanban, we have a Crystal, but this one almost all apply to software development. Yeah, but we also have a so-called large scale Agile safe, right? And the Scrum of Scrums is like the less, right? But anyway, the principle is the same. Yeah, I don't have the experience, but I guess we can follow the way. Of course, not only implement the Agile process, but we also need to have the similar Agile organization, Agile mindset, yeah, to adapt to change. And also divided the big task into a small batch and set the priority and implement it. Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, this is my basic answer. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. And the next question is, what new risks with the large-scale use of artificial intelligence models bring to the project, and what new challenges will they bring to risk control?
I'm not sure, Mr. Pan, do you want to answer this question? Okay.
Hello. Yeah. About this question, how to say, because the LM one problem is up to your data quality. Okay, if suppose you use the data quality is not good, not enough, maybe they give the suggestion is not so good. That is the risk. That is the risk. So this is one thing. Another thing is that if you use the outside, I mean the out of the company, you use the internet, use the large model, maybe another risk, because your data are already outside of the company. So you should use the local LLM. Okay, this and another things, another risk, and how to say, and another question about new change will bring the control. Yes, the same question. That is my opinion.
Okay, maybe I can add a little bit. Yeah, this question. Yeah, thanks, Mr. Pan. Yeah, a very good answer. Yeah. So actually, when we want to implement AI-based project management, the first thing we need to align is the so-called we must align the culture, right? So because this is a transformation, when we move from a typical or traditional project management way of work to agile and eventually to digital and AI, so we need to have a culture change, right? And secondly, I fully agree with Mr. Pan. We need to get ready with the good data, which can provide us accurate and valid information for us to make the decision. This data-driven decision making, we must have a very good data. We cannot have polluted the data. So we need to have a very good project management asset. This asset, we need to get enough data, which means from almost every areas, right? We make the risk predictions, mitigation plan, and the action plan, all based on we have get the right data. And lastly, we need to have the right tools, right? The AI risk management tools to align with different parties, different team members, to do that. Last but not least is we need to have the human being to make the final decision. We cannot let AI to make the decision. This is, which is could be very dangerous. The final decision we should make by our human project managers or leaders. That's all from my side. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you. And I believe the last question is for Ina. So Ina, should project teams be involved in strategy given VUCA?
Well, in the VUCA world, it's definitely necessary that the project teams are involved in the strategy because it should be built bottom up, not from the top to bottom, because therefore we have really accurate information, data-driven decision making, and all insights come from the bottom. So the answer should be yes.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That is all from our Q&A session. I would also like to thank me for being proactive in organizing this webinar, and also to all of our moderators and panelists. Thank you so much for participating. And Mi, would you like to give?
Okay. Let me make the closing
Thank you.
address. Okay, that's all for today. For those who hold IPMA certificates and participate in this webinar, they will receive a digital badge of CPDs in a few days. Thanks again for your participation today, and hope to see you next time.